Hi guys, TF47 here, and today we're taking a look at something very exciting, something that I've been looking forward to ever since they were announced. These are the new Bachmann HO Scale Thomas & Friends figures, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sir Topham Hatt family, or the Hatt family, and the Railway Personnel figures. Here's a look at the packaging. I really like this style of packaging because you can take and put them back inside. And here they are outside the packaging. They look wonderful. Now, the painting here is a hit or miss. Some of them are great, some of them are a little bit off, but overall I feel they've done a really great job at encapsulating the look of the CGI series. And they do look really incredible. They look a lot like just scaled down models of what we see in the show, which is nice. We can see here they have great details like painted hair, buttons on the shirts. Here's a look at the top and the bottom of the figures, and all of the bases are removable, which is something that I was really excited for as well. Next up is the Railway Personnel, and here we can see we have 3 driver or guard figures or fireman figures, we have a station master figure, and then we have the signalman figure, and again, these look incredible. Now the painting is a little bit off sometimes with the eyes and things like that, but overall it doesn't look bad. Of course we have Thomas's engine driver there with a mustache, very nice. I believe the driver figure in the middle there is actually, he looks very similar to Doug, who worked at Bachmann. I don't know if he was based on a character on the universe, but I don't really remember a figure looking like that. I think it was just something that they made for that, but I still think that's a great touch. Here's a look at the bottom of the figures. What do I think about these models? Well, there is one major problem, and that is that they don't really scale well with anything. They don't work with Trackmaster, they don't work with Playrail, they don't work with Take Along, they don't work with Take and Play, they don't work with Push Along, they don't even work with Bachmann. Like, look at these Bachmann models. So I have like Bachmann James, Bachmann Trackmaster James, I have the Bachmann Signal Box, and they don't work with it. And then they also don't really work well together. So, for example, the Hatt family looks great on their own, but when you start adding them to, say, the engine driver figures, or even the engine driver figures with the signalman and the station master, they all look like they're on different scales, and I don't understand why. So pretty much everything in the CGI series is very copy-paste, right? So it's all very similar to scale. They could have easily done that here, and I don't know why they didn't. The painting is not bad. I'm very blessed. I got some good models, but there's a lot of people on Twitter that have not gotten those good models, where the paint's a little bit sloppy. I get that these are smaller models and that's harder to paint, but I really wish they could have made these more close to scale. This could have been the perfect model range. You could have sold these to every Thomas fan on Earth that collected Wooden Railway, Trackmaster, Take and Play, like literally all of those. Just like Sir Topham Hatt's car, like that's a perfectly scaled item. It goes with all of those ranges, like literally almost everyone could buy it and use it in their collection. These figures, on the other hand, are really not that way. They don't work with HO scale figures, like putting them beside them, they look like children beside these. And I don't know, it blows my mind that this is what Bachmann chose to do, and I don't really understand why. Now, I get that, you know, there's small details in the painting, and I get all that, but at the same time, the painting is kind of off. So I don't want to make that argument because it just doesn't, I don't know what it is. But the one thing that they do work very well with is the new motorized range, so I do plan on using them with that, but other than that, there's not really a big use that you could actually use these figures for in terms of that. So that's really disappointing because this was such a great range, it was such a great idea, and they put a lot of work and time into this, but then, I don't know what happened. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Did this surprise you? Did you expect this? Let me know, and as always, I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.